Was there a point in the fight tonight? The first round was very close. Was there a point where you felt him slowing down?
Yeah, so we watched so much tape on him. We knew he's super strong in the first round and he tends to fade. So I knew going into the second and third round he was going to get tired. He throws a lot of power behind everything he throws, and he's really like just trying to kill you the whole time. So that I know how that is. It tires you out. So I knew getting past the first round might be a little tough. It's probably going to be my toughest round, but I knew going into the second and third I was going to be able to impose my will and impose my game plan, and that's what I did.
Being from Philadelphia, that's obviously pretty close to here.
Yeah.
Did you hear all the chants, and did that give you energy throughout?
Yeah, it felt like fighting back at home. I was always fighting in Atlantic City and in Philly before the UFC, so I always had a big crowd. It felt like I was fighting in my backyard, and definitely gives you energy. But once you get in there, you try not to hear that. But I know my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my family, everyone's out there, so I know I gotta put on a good performance for them.
Yeah, I think your girlfriend was one of the most vocal people in the crowd.
Yeah, she probably wanted to get in there and fight herself. I think she might want to fight a little bit more than me, but might have to change careers.
You mentioned after your last fight that it was your training camp was full of like medical personal issues and that. How was this training camp? Was it a lot better?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be injuries, especially a guy like me. Like, I train super hard. I train 3 to 4 times a day. My coaches wish I didn't train that much, but I love it. It's my job. I have nothing else to do. I don't have kids. I have a dog and a girlfriend. So fighting's my job, and I just love training. I've been getting a little smarter with certain things I do, but this camp, a couple stupid little injuries, but nothing like my last camp. I couldn't throw my right hand in my last fight. I had some just like partially torn ligaments and stupid stuff in my hand. I got checked out after the fight, but it's all healed up and everything's good.
He went back to the wall with that knee a couple of times during the fight. Did any of them connect?
I was just walking back on my coaches. I was like, 3 of those knees just passed my face. But none of them hit. I seen him come in. I knew he threw wild flying knees and spinning stuff. That's the reason I wasn't circling to my right, because he likes throwing that wheel kick, and I knew that knee was going to be coming up the middle. So I try not to shoot too much in the middle because I want to get hit with a flying knee. So takedowns off the cage were going to be the easiest way to win.
A couple more seconds. You think you have the win?
That guillotine was tight. I think I could have got it. And I think I probably could have finished him with some ground and pound. But it's so much different in there than in training. I finish people all the time in training with ground and pound submissions, like a lot. But my forearms are still crazy arm pump from the fight. It's a different feeling in there. So the more fights I have, I think I'll just keep getting over that. I'm super young in my career. I'm 12-0, and I just want to keep building on this and getting better and better every time.
Did you know that the wrestling was going to be a deficiency for him?
Yeah, I think he's like a 7-time Austrian wrestling champion. I don't know how much credentials that holds, but I wrestled D1 wrestlers, and people ask my coaches all the time, where did I wrestle, what college I wrestled. I never wrestled. I just started MMA. I've been training with Daniel Gracie, John Webb, and these guys since I was a kid. So it's just I'm lucky to have the coaches I have.
What do you think is next for you?
A bigger name, I had Court Ismail. He's just like me. He wasn't that well known, but if you know MMA, you probably knew who we are. I just want a bigger name, so I want to keep building my name and climb the ladder, and I want to be in the top 15 by the end of the year, so I just want to step towards that goal.
Anyone specific who you think gets you there?
Nah, man. I just bigger name and fight around summertime, then fight again towards the end of the year, stay busy, and keep rallying them off.
You've got a pretty wild back piece there. Looks like a Japanese Hanya.
Japanese Hanya mask.
What's the story?
I just love Japanese tattoos. I actually just started a whole Japanese dragon, and I'm doing another dragon and tiger this week on my arm. I'm starting it, so I just love Japanese tattoos, and I love the culture behind it and stuff. So I try to learn as much about that as I can too. So I just like getting tattooed after I fight.
Cool. So, have you ever been over there?
No, I'm hoping to go. So. I'll have a nice collection to show off when I get there.
I used to live there, so I'll tell anyone to do it. Definitely go.
Definitely want to go.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thank you.